Good afternoon. This is V with Art of Aging with Grace and V. I'm V. So I've got on a new wig today, so I thought I would share it with you and tell you my thoughts on it. This is Noriko's new wig that is called Nour. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. N-O-U-R. And it's in the color Lilac Silver R. Now, in all honesty, until I got under the ring light, I really didn't see any lilac color in this at all. It seemed to be just kind of a gray color to me. The root for me, but I'm used to wearing a 1B root, which is black with silver, seems I guess it's nicely done. I mean, it's not real stark. It just seems light for me because of what I'm used to. So wigs are always a matter when you try something new or different that you haven't been wearing. There's an adjustment to getting used to yourself in that hair. So Nour is actually, it's a short pixie style. I actually call it a short shag because it has the longer back here that kind of flips up, and I'll turn that around and show it to you in just a bit. It is machine made as a standard cap, and it's synthetic, so it's not heat friendly. It is high density. So it has a lot of permatease, typical for most Noriko wigs. It's all around in here, the puffiness. It's pretty much everywhere. It lightens up more about from here down. Okay, the fringe on the front is 4.3. The crown is 4.3, and the nape is 2.4. It says that's probably right, and it really doesn't give us any kind of measurement on the stats for the sides. Now, when I got her was, I think it was yesterday. I really didn't have time to monkey with her at all. I took her out of the box, stuck it on my head for a minute, and it seemed like it was going every which way up here. And I was just like, oh boy, I'm not, I can't deal with it today. I'm just too busy. So I just took the spray mist bottle like this, and I just misted her all over, just so she was really wet, and just pulled the hair like this off the cap and so on, and then I shook her out really good, and I hung her upside down by the nape on a hook, and I didn't take her off until about 10 minutes ago. So she's laying better. I think she had a lot of box hair up here because it was going in that direction, this direction, this direction, this direction. It was kind of going everywhere. And the bangs are pretty long on me because I have a very small head and a short face. So it probably would fit you better if you have a bigger head than me. My forehead's only 2.5 inches. My face is 7.25, and my circumference is only 20.5. This is one of the largest, excuse me, I just need to reposition myself a little. This is one of the largest caps I have ever felt in a Noriko wig. I wore Noriko wigs for a lot of years. I have this cinched all the way in as far as I can get it, and I can still grab about 6 wefts up on the top of my head where it's puffed up more than it normally would be. I'm going to pull it down and fold it up on the bottom so you can see what would the profile be on you if you didn't have all this. See this extra stuff I have up here? You wouldn't have that if you have a bigger head than I. My measurements are all considered child size, not even petite. So I've had many Noriko wigs that fit me perfectly. And a couple maybe that were a little bit big, but as a rule, Noriko fits fairly small. So I think they're changing some things because this is really a very roomy wig. I was quite surprised when I put it on. So it doesn't, I'm going to pull this down so you can get a look at what would it really look like on you if you didn't have all that extra baggage. Now, do you see how it came down? See, I don't have any extra wefts up here when I grab. That's because, see what I did to her? I rolled her up in the back that much because that's the extra amount that I have. I'll turn around, but I'm trying to talk loudly because for some reason my microphone, the external mic that I use, has quit working on me. And with AirPods in, it sounds like I'm echoing. I'm trying, so give me some grace here. So in the back, I rolled it up about this much to pull the crown down onto my head so it would fit, so you could see what your crown would look like in her, which has a really nice rounded crown. I mean, it sits really nicely when it's like that. On me, it has kind of what has always been known of, I think of as the Noriko poof at the top, and I was kind of hoping they had gotten away from that a little bit. But there is a lot of permatease in there, but you can, smooth it down. So I'm going to try to pull this down on my neck. Maybe it'll stay there for a little while. It won't stay there very long, though, because there is no extended nape in this. So it's already kind of moving up. I can feel it. So I think it's the hair feels actually softer and finer than Noriko wigs that I've had in the past. They're normally very sturdy fibers. They feel good fibers. They're nice, they're really nice fibers. This just feels finer, like finer hair to me. And I don't know if it will hold up as long as the typical Noriko. I would hope so, because the typical Noriko is a real workhorse fiber. And when I'm under the ring light, I really like the color. I do like that little bit of lavender that is showing in it. When I'm not under the ring light, let me try to get back here. You can kind of see, you don't see much of that lilac. It mostly looks just like a gray. So I'm going to do a little bit of a spin for you. Take my glasses off so that you can get a look at the sides better. So this is just my finger styling it a little bit and giving it a part, because it doesn't really have a part. It's a standard cap, so you can part it anywhere you want and just kind of zhuzh it up a little bit here to make it look like there's a part, because the shadowing hides any kind of permatease there would be. You really can't see anything nesty there anyway. If you can see it up close, it looks pretty good. This is what the standard cap looks like, though. I'll lift it up for you. There it is. I have a widow's peak. Now, on this standard cap, when I first put it on, it felt very odd in the front. What I discovered is it felt like this was popping up, and it is right now because I just pulled it up. But it actually has a small stay in there, just like you have in your ear tabs or at the nape of most wigs, that you can pinch towards your head. And if you pinch that down, then it sits down flat on your head. It's quite thick there, though. But that really helps a lot, that it has that stay in it. It has nice stays in the ear tabs. My ear tabs are coming right here, right about where they should be. It sits down on my ears a little bit, but that's because my head is small. So let me do a spin for you. Just kind of flippies in the back at the nape, which is quite cute. At least I think it is. And back again. So overall, I need to put glasses back on so I can see what I'm doing. I think it's a really cute wig. For me, because I've been wearing a lot of monofilament tops, and even I've been in a petite Easton for quite a while by Estetica, that I've been as my go-to wig, and it feels like I have nothing on my head because it's a petite and it totally fits me. So this actually feels quite heavy on my head, but it is not a heavy wig. It only weighs 2.1 ounces. It just, there's more cap all over and permatease, so that makes it feel like I have something on my head. I'm not used to Noriko wigs anymore. So when I first looked at it this morning, and just before coming on here and I put it on. This side I thought was rather cute, the way it curved toward the face. This one didn't curve this way. It hung completely straight down. And I wasn't sure if it was cut that way and not pieced to curve toward the face like as a fringe or not. I really couldn't tell. So I just used the hot air tool brush, and I just a little bit on the low setting, and I just brushed through it, kind of curved it a little bit. And I did the same thing on the top. I just curved some back a little bit with it, and some of this a little forward, just so it had not quite such a little bit of an erratic thing going on. And I think that you could easily put these behind you. Let's put the whole things behind your ears. So you could do this. Now, I have relatively good coverage. Of course, I have dark sideburns, and I do shave them, so they are shorter than normal. Usually, for me, they grow way down to here. It's like Elvis sideburns. So you could flip this up a little bit in the front. I don't think anyone would be able to tell. You could trim your bangs. And I don't see, oh, hold on. Don't know if my trimming shears are in here. My dog got a hold of one pair of them. I found them in her bed, and she had chewed this off. She's like a puppy. So anyway, if they were down here, see, it would be poking in my eyes. And I kind of would like to wear it down like that. So I just would go in and snip, snip. And I would probably do that by doing a twist, a real hard twist in little pieces of it, and cutting it at an angle, just little pieces at a time. I'm not going to do that now, though. Just going to let it go over to the side. I haven't put any product in it at all. Normally, I would put Jon Renau Peace Out Cream in and go all through the roots in a wig when I get them. This has a lot of permatease in it. I don't know that I want to do that. I don't really want to ramp up the permatease any more than it already is. But you can see behind the ears, you probably could smooth this down if you didn't like the pop-up hair, but it is really cute and shaggy that way. And that's kind of like short shags were some time ago, which I think are adorable, and I love them. This, you can bring all, see, I tucked a lot behind my ear. You see how much is actually in front of the ear? Let me get over here. There's a lot in front of the ear. I'm not so fond of that look on me, but that's probably just my face. So I probably would put, of course, I'm used to some pretty short sides. I probably would just take, kind of divide it maybe over the top of my ear and put what's right there behind my ear and just have thinner sides down. See how there's a lot of it right there at the ear. So I just maybe put that behind and let this be out like this. Now, I kind of like the little flip out things. I would kind of smooth her in like this with my hands and then flip up the ends. And if I wanted to use I'm going to try using a little bit of Jon Renau Peace Out Cream just to do a couple little things with it quickly for you. I kind of like these little ends here. I kind of like them to be a little messier. Tipped out just a little bit. I'd like this to stay smooth down. So the Jon Renau Peace Out Cream will most likely, excuse me, I got hair in my nose, will most likely do that. I could piece out my bangs a little bit if I wanted to. If I trim them, I definitely could piece them out more. I could do a right side part. I do like a right side part. For some reason, I feel like I look better with the right side part. And as you can see, hold on, I'm gonna give you a close up of this. Because she's dark at the root, but it's nicely done. It's not real stark. It's just a lot lighter softer than I'm used to, we'll put it that way. Not really lighter, but softer. You just kind of go like, you pinch it a little bit like this. It gives the illusion of a part, even though there's no lace there. But you don't have any lace to deal with. You don't have to glue anything down. You don't have to be worried about anything fraying. That's the great thing about a standard cap. And it also leaves the price point down at a really good thing. Pretty much, it's a throw on and go, and just zhuzh it up or do a little bit that you want with your fingers. And I think you've got a cute style. Which yesterday, if you'd have told me that when I opened the box, I just said no. But I really didn't do much of anything other than mist her all down with water, shake her out, and hang her upside down. Then today I used the hot air brush, that hot tool. And I just have, I think it's a 1 1/4 inch barrel. And I just ordered a 3/4 inch barrel because I have a couple of really short wigs I want to be able to use it on. And see, this is a little straighter on this side. You can still see that. When I put the John Reno Peace Out Cream, it kind of straightened it out a little. But you know, I could probably use the heat tool. I kind of hate to use that after I put product in it. And if you wanted to have it curve out a little bit. I kind of like that little kick out when it's got a kick out in the back. I don't know why I do that, but I do like it. But you can see how straight that is right there. So that's that part kind of over my ear that I could put back and get even thinner sides. Or I can just have them straight down, not worry about them. Oh, I would like to thank Franny's Hair for sending this wig to me. Sorry I didn't say that in the beginning. If you're not familiar with Franny's Hair, go on frannyshair.com. She has a lot of great sales, and we have a great Facebook page also that's called Franny's Hair. It's a private group, support group for women who are on a wig journey for multiple reasons. So it's a very supportive group. There are people in there that can help you with styling. There are people that know a lot about really long wigs, that know a lot about short wigs. There are a lot of people just starting their journey, and there are other people who have been on it for a lot of years that have a lot to contribute. Everybody has something to contribute. The only question that is too dumb to ask is the one that you don't, and you're still holding in you, because it will help you, and we will help you. So you might want to try to join that group, Franny's Hair, on Facebook. It's a private group. You'll have to answer some admin questions, and you'll have to agree to the rules of the private group to be processed as a request to join. So here she is, Nour, in Silver Lilac. She's cute. I'm wearing her, the more I'm getting used to the feel of that standard cap on my head, which I haven't felt in quite a while. For me, I probably gotta take some tucks in her to make that crown go where I need it to go. But it probably won't do that on you unless you have child size measurements like me. So it's a great style. I think it's really cute. And I think the color, at least underneath the ring light, is very interesting. And you know, today we tend to live under a lot of LED lights because we can't get regular bulbs anymore. It's darker at the back. I hope you can see that. I don't have a selfie stick, so showing you the back is not an easy proposition for me. I guess I see a little teeny bit of lavender out here. I have a really pale gray house, so there's not a lot of light bounce coming off the house. Let's get a good look at her out here and then the daylight. And you might pick up on some lavender, and you might not. It's going to depend on your monitor. And did you know that the human eye varies from person to person, and so we all see colors differently. So that affects things too. All of our monitors receive color differently, and our own eyes do. So go to Franny's Hair, check in the description box below for the link, and think about Nour. This may not be your color, but there are other colors that you could choose from also. She's very cute, and she is very easy to put on, wear, and just finger style with virtually very little product. I only have a little bit of John Renault Key Soak Cream in her. You take care and have a great day. Be blessed.